Luke Gittos. I am doing The Merchant of Venice by William Shakespeare, and I will be playing Lancelot. Certainly my conscience will serve me to run from the Jew my master. The fiend is at mine elbow, and tempts me, saying to me, Gobbo! Lancelot, Gobbo! Good Lancelot! Or good Gobbo, or good Lancelot, Gobbo. Use your legs, take the start, run away! My conscience says no! Take heed, honest Lancelot. Take heed, honest Gobbo. Or as was said, honest Lancelot, Gobbo. Do not run, scorn running with thy heels. The courageous fiend bids me pack. Fire, says the fiend. Away, says the fiend. For the heavens, rouse up a brave mind, says the fiend, and run! Well, my conscience hanging around the very neck of my heart says very wisely to me, my honest friend Lancelot, being an honest man's son, or rather an honest woman's son, well, my father did something smack, something grow to. He had a kind of taste. My conscience says, budge not. Budge, says the fiend. Budge not, says my conscience. Conscience, say I, you counsel well, fiend. Say I, you counsel well. To be ruled by my conscience, I should stay with the Jew my master, who, God bless the mark, is kind of devil. And to run away from the Jew, I should be ruled by the fiend, who is saving a reverence, but is the very devil himself. Certainly the Jew is the very devil incarnation. And in my conscience is but a kind of hard conscience, is to offer counsel me to stay with the Jew. The fiend gives them all friendly counsel. I will run, fiend. My heels are at your command. I will run! For my contemporary piece, I will be doing The Glass Menagerie by Tennessee Williams, and I will be playing Tom. What do you think I'm at? Aren't I supposed to have the patience to reach the end of, Mother? You think I'm crazy about the warehouse. You think I'm in love with the Continental Shoemaker. You think I want to spend 55 years down there in that Celotex interior with fluorescent tubes? Look, I'd rather have somebody pick up a crowbar and batter out my brains than go back mornings. But I go. For $65 a month, I give up all that I ever dream of and being ever. And you say all I can ever think of is oneself. Why, listen. If oneself is what I've thought of, Mother, I'd be where he is. Gone. I'm going to the movies. I'm going to opium dens. Yes, opium dens, Mother. I've joined the Hogan gang. I'm a hired assassin. I carry a Tommy gun in a violin case. I run a string of cat houses. Do you know what they call me? They call me Killer. Killer Wingfield. I live a double life. I'm an honest warehouse worker by day, by night, a czar of the underworld, and on occasion they call me El Diablo. Oh, I could tell you many things that will make you sleepless. My enemies plan to dynamite this place. They plan to make it go sky high. And I'll be happy. Very glad even. And so will you. You will go up on your broomstick, over Blue Mountain. With your 17 gentlemen callers, you ugly babbling old witch. So why do I want to be an actor? Well, I've always enjoyed acting ever since I was young. And since then I've been acting since I was 4 years old, and I've done all sorts of stuff, all the way from pantomimes to theatre of the absurd to epic to classical. But why do I want to be an actor? Well, I've always enjoyed creating characters and looking into their philosophical side, looking into their characteristics, looking into their opinions and where they go and what they do, and mainly why they do it. Not just on stage, but in film as well. And of course, telling all sorts of stories in film is a bit more than theatre, because you can get all sorts of sci-fi stuff, such as James Cameron's Avatar or Alien, and of course looking into gritty gangster films, and of course looking into why they do these kinds of things. But as well, I've always enjoyed showing my work to an audience as well, and hopefully they can take something away from it, because I try and build characters that are relatable, because obviously the more relatable the better, and that's what creates a memorable character in my opinion. But why I want to act mainly is for those reasons specifically, and of course I want it to be my lifelong career really. It's just something which I really enjoy doing. I love to do it. I love to work with scripts. I love working around people. Don't generally mind who I play, hero, villain, good or bad. They're all fantastic to me. But obviously I have my favourites, but I do really enjoy those kinds of things. And but why I want to go to Northampton is mainly the fact I enjoyed the stage 2 part of the course. That really appeals to me on creating some of those big productions, 2 big productions, creating some of those minor ones as well, and showing them to an audience. I like the idea of doing something, whether it's a classical or contemporary. I like the idea of doing something like that and showing it to a large audience, and then it's not about hearing the praise. It's about what they took from it, and I really enjoyed discussing that philosophical aspect again, and why those characters do what they do. Again, I would never say why my character would do this or why my friend's character has done that. I would always let them discuss it, because they've come back with some strange things which I can never think of, and I've always learned something from that, and they've always learned something. And again, it's just something which I really like to do. I like to be around that kind of environment, and I really like to discuss those things through the philosophical side of humanity, or a characteristic of a person, and then perform something, walk away from it, and then hear what everyone else thinks about it, to discuss something quite light and then suddenly go into quite deep. I think it's really interesting, and it certainly does grab my aspect from it, and what makes something good or bad, or even if it's intentional or not, is something which I really like to be a part of. And of course Northampton Uni, I think, can offer me the training which I require, and which I want to know. I love a challenge, and something which I think Northampton Uni will definitely give me will be a challenge, and to help me grow as a person, to help me grow in my skills, and of course really to get out there in the industry and start creating good pieces of entertainment which everyone can enjoy and watch and have fun with. I think Northampton Uni can offer me what I'm looking for, and that's why I like to go to Northampton.